Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my 8th lesson of D2, chapter number 2, exercise 2F, that is about application of simultaneous linear equations in real world. In this lesson, I will solve intermediate level question number 17. Let me read the question from the book. Question says, Rui Fang deposited total of 25,000 in Bank A and in Bank B. There are two banks, Bank A and Bank B. Okay, and then at the beginning of 2013, okay, he is depositing this amount, $25,000, in two different banks. In 2013, Bank A and Bank B pay simple interest at rate of Bank A pays the interest rate 0.6% per annum and Bank B pays the interest rate 0.65% per annum respectively. He withdrew all of his money from the bank at the end of 2013. If the amount of the interest he earned from each bank is same, amount of the interest he is earning from both the banks is same, find the amount of money he is depositing in each bank. So this problem is the purely interest problem. This is the everyday math question. So let's move to the solution of question. First of all, we have to think about that the information is about the money that we are keeping in the bank, the amount that we keep in the bank or we take as a loan from the bank, that is called the principal amount. So in the question, the principal amount is 25,000 that Rui Fang is depositing in two different banks in the year 2013. Interest rate for the bank A is 0.6% per annum. Per annum means per year, and interest rate for the bank B is 0.65% per annum. And at the end of the year 2013, the interests are amount of interest that he's getting from two banks are same. That means that I1 at the end of 1 year will be equal to I2. So we have to find out the money he's depositing in both the banks. First of all, we have to think about that what is the formula for the simple interest. I equals to PR T upon 100. In this formula, we will be replacing the values and we will be getting two equations. Now, first of all, we have to understand this, that as this is the pure interest question, so instead of the letters and the variables x and y, I will be preferring the pure language of this topic. So for the amount that we are keeping in bank A or bank B, I will be using letter P for that, and R will be the interest rate, that is 0.6 and 0.65. T is the time period, that is one year, and interest is the amount that Rui Fang will be getting from the bank. So what we have to do is for bank A, what we can suppose that as we are getting two different interests, I1, and we do not know how much amount we are keeping in bank A and bank B, P1, as the rates of both the banks are different, multiplied by T upon 100. This is the formula. Now what I will be doing, I1 will be equal to P1 will be as it is, rate 1 is 0.6 and time is 1 year upon 100, 0.6 upon 100, and the amount of the interest for bank A I'm getting is 0.6 P1 upon 100. Now let's talk about bank B. For bank B, so bank B, we do not know that how much amount we are keeping in bank B. So I2, the interest that he will be getting from bank B will be, the formula will remain same, but instead of principal, we are using the letter P2, rate R2, and time 1 year upon 100 Why I'm using P2? Because we do not know that how much amount we are keeping in bank A and how much amount we are keeping in bank B, and rate for both the banks is different, but time is 1 year same in for the both the banks. So I too will take the form P2 multiplied by rate is 0.65 multiplied by time, that is 1 year, upon 100. Now I2 or the second equation will take the form 0.65 P2 upon 100. Okay, now what we can say, that as the question says that after 1 year interests are same, so because I1 equals to I2, then what we can do is we can equate 0.6 P1 upon 100 equals to 0.65 P2 upon 100. Now we can cancel, either what we can do is we can take this 100 to other side by cross multiplication. 100 will be coming over here and this will be 0.6 P1 equals to 0. Upon 100 equals to 0.65 P2. 100 will be going with this 100. Now equation will take the form 0.6 P1 equals to 0.65 P2. Now what I can do is I can shift this 0.6 to other side. P1 will be equal to 0.65 upon 0.6 P2. Now in order to simplify this expression, what we can do is we can remove the decimal. 0.65 upon 100, okay, multiplied by 10 over 0.6. I'm removing the decimal here. 0 will be going with this 0, and P2 and P1 equals to 65 by 60 P2. So 65 and 60, table of 5 is suitable. 5 13s are and 5 12s are. So P1 will be equal to 13 by 12 P2. This is the simplified equation with the help of the interest. As we can see that the question is having two variables, so there must be two equations with us. Now the second equation, how are we going to form the second equation? If we read the starting line of the question that says Rui Fang is depositing $25,000, that means P1 plus P2 equals to 25,000. Now what we have to do, this is the second equation. Now what we have to do, instead of P1 in this equation, I will be replacing 13 by 12 P2. P1 has the value 13 by 12 P2 plus P2 equals to 25,000. Okay, and now take the LCM. Here the denominator is 1, so the equation will take the form 12 will be the LCM. 13 P2 plus 12 P2 equals to 25,000. Now what I have to do, I have to shift this 12 to other side, and 13 plus 12 will give me 25 P2 equals to 25,000 multiplied by 12, and shift this 25 to other side. P2 equals to 25,000 multiplied by 12 upon 25. Now multiply, or it's your choice. Either we can first divide 25,000, 25, 1, 2 and 3 zeros divided by 25. This will give me 1,000 multiplied by 12. 1,000 multiplied by 12, and P2, the amount in the second bank is 12,000. So P2 is $12,000. 12,000. Okay, and let me block this answer Okay, and now in order to get the amount that he is keeping in the other bank, that is P1, P1 will be equal to, now P1 will be equal to 25,000 minus P2, and that is 25,000 minus 12,000, 25,000 minus 12,000, and this will give me 5 minus 2 is 3 and 2 minus 1 is 1, 13,000. So the amount in bank A, P1 amount in bank A is $13,000, and amount in bank B is $12,000, which he is keeping in the bank for 1 year. I hope you are clear about this question. And let's quickly move to question number 19 of the exercise. And let me read the question first. And it's really important to read the question carefully. Question says, a two-digit number is such that the sum of the digits is 1/8 of the number. Sum of the digits is 1/8 of the number. When the digits of the number are reversed and the number is subtracted from the original number, the result obtained is 45. Find the original number. It's really important question, and it's the O-level exam question. So let's think about the solution. The question is about the two-digit numbers. Two-digit number. So first of all, we have to think about that two-digit numbers begins from 10 and end at 99. So in every two-digit number, we should have one digit at the unit place and one digit at the tens place. So we have to suppose that what is the digit at the unit place and what is the digit at the tens place to make a two-digit number. And then let's suppose that the tens digit be, let the tens digit be x, tens digit equals to x, and the unit digit equals to y. If the 10 digit is x and the unit digit is y, then the formation of the number will be 10x plus y, because the x is the 10 digit and y is the unit digit, 10x plus y. Then the question says sum of the digits. Sum of the digits mean that x plus y, according to condition, sum of the digits x plus y equals to 1/8 of the number, and the number is 10x plus y. This will be my first equation. I'll simplify this equation later. Then the question says when the digits of the number are reversed. This is really important. Reversed. What do we mean by this? That the digits are reversed means that if x is the tens digit and y is the unit digit, now the tens digit is y and unit digit will become x. So the formation of the number will be, now as the tens digit is y, formation of the number will be 10y plus x. 10y plus x. I hope you are clear about this, that when we are reversing the place of the digits, the unit digit is becoming the 10 and 10 digit is becoming the unit digit, and the number is subtracted from the original number. Now the number which is formed by reversing the digits is subtracted from the original number. Then the equation will take the form 10x plus y minus 10y plus x equals to 45. This is really important to understand, because this type of question you can find in the past paper, simultaneous equations and the numbers as well. Now the question says find the original number. So in order to find the original number, we have to solve these two equations simultaneously. So first of all, what I'm doing from equation 1, 8 can be shifted to this side. 8 into x plus y equals to 10x plus y. Now 8x plus 8y equals to 10x plus y. Shift 10x to this side. 8x minus 10x equals to y minus 8y, y minus 8y, and this is minus 2x equals to minus 7y. X can go with this, minus sign can go with this, and 2x equals to 7y, or I can make either the x the subjective formula or y the subjective formula. X will be equal to 7 by 2y. And let me block this equation, and let's quickly move to the simplification of second equation. That is, now from equation 2 we have to simplify that. From equation 2, 10x plus y minus 10y minus x equals to, I hope this is 45. The difference is 45. Okay, equals to 45. 10x minus x, 9x minus 9y equals to 45. Take 9 as a common factor. X minus y equals to 45. Shift 9 to other side and equation will take the form x minus 5, 45 by 9, and x minus y equals to 9 ones are and 9 fives are 5. You should have the good command on the tables as well. Now I'm getting the simplified equation here from the second condition. Now what I have to do, that I have to replace x by 7 by 2y. Let it be a and this be b. Replace x equals to, replace x equals to 7 by 2y in x minus y equals to 5. When I will be replacing x by 7 by 2, 7 by 2y minus y equals to 5. Take the LCM. 2, 7y minus 2y equals to 5, and 7y minus 2y is 5y equals to 2 multiplied by 5. Shift this 2 to other side. Now this 5 can go with this 5 and y equals to 2. So after getting value of y, what we have to do, we have to find the value of the other digit as well. So I'm replacing y in a. Replace y equals to 2 in a, and when I'm replacing y equals to 2 in a, x can take the form 7 by 2 y. X equals to 7 by 2 multiplied by 2. 2 is going and x equals to 7. Now let's read the final requirement of the question, and that says find the original number. Original number has the formation 10x plus y. This is the original number. So original number equals to 10x plus y, which is equal to 10 into 7 plus 2, which is equal to 70 plus 2, and which is 72. I hope you are clear about this lesson. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.